All right, another day, another review of the action in the index, focusing on ES and NQ today. Yesterday, end of day recap, we were talking about how this daily pattern closed in ES. This is known as a 1-2-3 pattern. Generally speaking, when you have this type of pattern, probability favors higher prices. That is exactly what we see today. You can go back and watch that recording from yesterday's recap if you like. Also talked about it this morning in the pre-market prep live stream. I just bring that up because it is important to align ourselves with what the highest probability opportunity is going to be for the day. So if you were paying attention in the chat this morning, you saw me mention I'm not focusing on any shorts. I'm not interested in trading any shorts. I don't have shorts in my plan for the day. Now, it's not a guarantee that the market can't go lower or anything like that. It's just I want to align myself with those higher time frame, high probability opportunities. And for me today, that meant focusing on exclusively long trades. And so what we have, again, that inside bar near the upper portion of that broad-based buy bar from Monday, right through here where the cursor is. You have an inside bar, volatility contracts a bit, more accumulation. You can see the weekly volume point of control right through there, and prices resolve higher, just shy now of the recent 52-week highs, those December 28 highs. Traded up into the 48.20 level, up into that 48.40 level, two upside levels of interest we had for today's session. Did not quite put in that full 1 ATR move. It was a little bit of a tighter range day as far as this expansion move is concerned. Not all that surprising considering the volume that we have on the session. Currently trading, let's take a look here what the current volume is. 63% daily average. So a bit lighter than usual. Not all that surprising considering we do have CPI tomorrow. CPI tomorrow is expected to be more of a non-event print, not expecting a huge amount of volatility with that, but nonetheless, it does usually bring in at least a strong amount of volume. So we will most likely be seeing stronger market participation tomorrow. The main watch into tomorrow is essentially going to be how these recent highs are treated. This is going to be a tricky area for continuing the long trade simply because it is a known area of resistance. So I'll really be paying close attention to how price responds to this 48.30, essentially today's high, up into the 48.40. I'm going to be treating this area very similar to how I traded down here. Staying nimble, staying extra cautious, and really making sure I have my attention on those higher time frames, things like how the 15-minute is developing, how that 30-minute candle is developing, to make sure I'm not missing something incredibly obvious and I'm not offsides on the trade that develops. So main watch for tomorrow on ES, just to keep it simple, you can watch today's high 48.30. This is going to be a caution zone up into that 48.40. Again, this is going to be depending on what kind of move we see with CPI and how much activity we have overnight. So that's ES. Taking a look at NQ, fairly similar. The setup in NQ, in my opinion, was not as clean simply because yesterday's candle did not close completely within the prior day, so we didn't have a true inside day there. We didn't have a true daily 1-2-3 setup, but nonetheless, it is a continuation pattern, and we talked about this morning. Price is likely going up into testing that 17K level. Didn't quite get all the way there. Looks like today's high is near 16,985. So a bit short of that 17K. Again, not a full ATR move today. 181 points on the session today is the today's daily bar. Normal ATR on NQ currently is about 220 points. So didn't quite hit that 17K level, but regardless, the setup remains quite similar, right? When we look back as to what happened here, price, talking about like 10, 11 weeks ago now, we have that trend, the consolidation here. This is a breakout, no retest. You finally get the retest last week. First trading week of the year, we retest a known breakout point. This is pretty textbook, and prices bounce. Well, the first target for this retest and bounce is right up through here. right? It's the recent highs. ES is pretty much there already, about 10 points shy, which is fairly insignificant. NQ still has a little ways to go. Those highs are up into just shy of 17,200, and today we're just shy of 17K. So about another 1 ATR move on NQ to really test those highs. That could be done tomorrow, depending on the reaction we get with CPI. But once again, we want to be very cautious in this area. We want buyers to show that continued strength up through the recent highs and then hold this prior resistance as an area of support. Similar to how we treated this zone, caution was warranted simply because of the importance of that daily pivot. Once we have a big signal like the doji, it becomes more clear. So we want to be cautious until we have some type of key signal that we can lean our analysis on, and then from there we can kind of take it as we normally would. So that's pretty much ES and NQ. As far as individual names, I did go through all of the scans today into the close, and the scans were dry. Did not have a single individual name on watch, and so we'll see what tomorrow morning looks like as far as the individual names are concerned. But for now, it continues to be an index focused type of week. ES and SPY, as well as NQ and QQQ. Hope everyone had a profitable session. Hope everyone had a great day. I'll see you tomorrow morning for the pre-market prep live stream. Later.